praises and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Double honors to the ministry of Master who rule well. Salutation to you, brothers. Shalom. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Boaz coming at you with another live lesson. It's going down with nukes, okay? That's how this so-called white man's gonna get pulled out of power, okay? Nuclear bombs is being detonated over America, Russia, to the EU, okay? It's going down, okay? What we have to do is buckle up, keep our 10 toes down, and keep our belts fastened, okay? And prepare ourselves for the ride. We already seeing this man. He's preparing for the mark of the beast, okay, which we already see. He's gonna pressure you to take it. He's gonna put a lot of pressure on you to take that mark of the beast, okay? Really, the so-called white man knows his kingdom is over with, okay? He sees the signs and prophecies, okay? He knows his time is up, okay? So he's gonna try to drag his knuckles, okay? But Yahweh Shai is not gonna give him a second or an hour or a second soon. He's gonna remove this man out of power, okay? And we have to cusp of that. And I know we are going through, everyone's going through their set tribulations. Everyone's going through their trials and their afflictions. That comes with the job, okay? You got to go through, if Yahweh Shai went through his trials, if he went through the tribulations, doesn't it make sense that you have to go through the tribulations and trials, okay? So let's get it. It's going down with nukes. The book of 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. What great noise? When you hear those nuclear weapons go boom, okay, boom, ears start bleeding, okay, panic sets in, okay, sorrow sets in, okay, when you start hearing this, man, nukes go off, bow, okay, you're gonna see, what is that? The ears start bleeding already, okay, you're gonna know that's your destruction is nigh, okay. You don't want to be here on that day, okay? Isn't it more better to be beamed it up in those UFOs? Okay, isn't it more better to be beamed it up already than to be destroyed with with this nuclear fire? Okay, it's a horrible way to go out. Okay, it's the most devastating death you could ever ask for, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the elements, everything's made up of elements, okay? Everything is going to melt and be decimated, okay? Everything's going to be obliterated in that day. And the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the earth and the works that are therein shall be burnt up, okay? So the works therein, okay, when this thing finally goes down, it's gonna be burnt up, okay? Everything's gonna be gone, okay, in that day. 40 more days, Nineveh's overthrown, okay? 40 more days, the so-called white man's rulership is going to fall out of power, okay? Return to the God, okay? Repent. Don't be destroyed with the so-called white man. He's destroyed. Okay, let's go to the NET version. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of Yahweh will come like a thief. And the key here is the difference is saying when it comes, okay? When this thing comes, okay? When it comes, The heavens shall be disappear with a horrific noise, and the celestial bodies shall melt away in a blaze, and the earth and all of every deed on it will be laid bare. Okay, so what this is talking about. Thermonuclear destruction, nukes, blowing this man from here to the kingdom come. Okay, one moment. Give me a second here. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 1. Behold, I will send my messenger whom I prepare the way before me. And the Lord who will seek will suddenly come to his temple, even a messenger of the covenant whom he delighted in. Behold, he shall come, say Yahweh of hosts. And who shall come? Yahweh Shai, okay? Yahweh Shai shall come, okay? Okay, so Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. Behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and the proud, yea, all that do wickedly, all this, the 2/3 Jakes, okay, the so-called white man, okay, and all the other nations, okay, all that do wickedly, and shall be, it shall, the day come is shall burn them up, say Yahweh of hosts, that shall stand, leave them neither root nor branch, okay? They're just not gonna leave them no root nor branch, okay? They're gonna be totally destroyed, okay? When these nukes go down, when these nukes go get detonated, let's see what's gonna happen. The book of Zechariah 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherein Yahweh shall smite the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth, totally being obliterated, okay? being consumed by a thermonuclear fire, okay? That's what's going to happen, okay? That's how the so-called white man's coming to fall out of power. Repent, return to the gospel now, okay? Repent. Don't let yourself be killed with the so-called white man, okay? Don't be destroyed. Repent while you still can. The so-called white man day is over with, okay? He's destroyed, okay? He's see, don't let him deceive you. Don't let him get you killed. Repent and return to the gospel. The book of Mark, chapter 1, verse 15. And saying, the time is fulfilled and the kingdom of power is at hand. Repent ye and believe the gospel. Okay, that's the time now. Repent now and believe the gospel. Okay, that's what this is about. The book of Isaiah 61, verse 1. The spirit of Yahweh power is upon me, because Yahweh has have anointed me to preach good news, good tidings unto the meek. Who's the meek? Okay, we're the meek. Okay, starting with the men of GMS on down. He have sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captive, and to open up the prison of them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of Yahweh, and a day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn. Okay, so the day of vengeance. Okay, it was in it's in Yahweh Shai's heart to give us. It's for the day of vengeance. The book of Isaiah 63, verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my recompense has come. Okay, so again, how is he going to get these things off? How is he going to do it with these nukes? With thermonuclear weapons? The book of the book of Jeremiah 51, verse 1. Thus said Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind. Okay, so what's that destroying wind? Once again, thermonuclear weapons being detonated over America, making her desolate. Okay, destroying her, making her desolate. Okay, don't let yourself get killed. Don't. Okay, save you and your family's life. Okay, while you still can. Okay, because why? Because 40 more days, none of us overthrown. Okay, We only got 40 more days until America's overthrown. Okay, it's gonna happen any hour, any second. It's, he can't keep dragging his knuckles on the mark of the beast. Okay, he's got to bring it out. Okay, he can't keep dragging his knuckles with the mark of the beast. He has to bring it out. He already signed the bill. Okay, a step closer to making everything digital. And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land for the day of trouble. They shall be against her round about, against him that bendeth let's read it again. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his brigandine, and spare not ye not her young men, destroy utterly all her hosts. Thus say, the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. Okay, the Chaldeans, the so-called Illuminati. Okay, the Freemasonry. Verse 5. For Israel has not been forsaken, Judah of his power, for power of hosts, through their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Okay, let's turn to the book of Ezekiel. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 12, verse 22. Son of man, what is this proverbs that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged and every vision fails? Okay, so to so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Native American Indians, what is this you saying that every vision faileth? Okay, what is he saying that the nukes ain't gonna hit America? Okay, making her desolate. What's this about? You saying that this Yahweh Shai ain't gonna accomplish this? What you talking about? Tell them, thus said Yahweh power, I will make this proverb cease, and it shall no longer say it is a proverb in Israel. But I will say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. Verse 24, for there is no more vain visions, nor flattery of divination within the house of Israel. Verse 25, for I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I speak shall come to pass. Be no more prolonged, For in your days, O rebellious house, and I will say the word and perform it, say Yahweh power. Again, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, behold, they say in the house of Israel, the visions he sees is for many days to come, and he prophesies of times that are far off. Okay, isn't that what Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, and Negroes, Latinos, and natives are saying? Isn't that what they say? Negroes, Latinos, and Americans, okay, and Native Americans, isn't that how they say it? Every vision is far off. Verse 28, therefore say unto them, thus said Yahweh power, there shall come none of my words be prolonged anymore, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, say Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. Okay, come over here. And I'll leave you on this note here. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruelty with both wrath and fierce anger, to destroy the land, to make the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners out of it. He's going to destroy the sinners out of it. Come over here. The NET version, and we'll stop it right there. We'll call it right there. Look at how a day of judgment is coming. It is a day of cruelty and savage rage of anger, destroying the earth and annihilating its sinners. And on that note, hopefully you was edified. Shalom.